nothing I could do to be a good friend.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to get. What's so funny?
He'll always have his big dumpy.
Don't downplay his big dumpy. The guy's got a big.
I'm not.
Trent can throw that ass.
This is a problem. I'm fat. I'm like 25 pounds overweight. It's really bad.
That looks like someone photoshopped you.
Yo, I'm down 1K in the last 24 hours. Sounds like you need to take a break.
Going for a walk is also a good idea, but then what will happen is you're going to see like a guy in a Cincinnati Reds shirt for no reason at all, and then you're going to say, oh, that's a fucking sign. I'm going to put $1,000 in the Reds to get all my money back, and then boom, you're down 2,000, and you're saying fucking it's Jeff Sunday's fault because he told you to go for a walk.
I ripped the fuck out of my pants.
How ripped? Is that your crotch? What was that, dude? And let me just say, I saw a couple people in the chat. One said missing a Georgia hat, and then Slackpack said, I'll send you a Packers hat. I want to make myself very clear when I say this. I will light myself on fire in front of everyone I love before I wear a Packers or Georgia hat.
Sit down.
What's that?
Sit down.
Sorry, I had to take a piss real quick. I realized that it would probably be best if I did this stream with no interruptions, since I don't have a fucking co-host here to help me kill some time. Hello, everybody. By the way, no free ads, but one Motrin for me today. Not that I'm hungover, but I got some bad sleep. What was my score today? A 62. I don't feel great. I just had a work call as well for like 35 minutes. So right from talking, little break, talking, bad sleep. I went and I had the hotel breakfast at Steakhouse. It was not good, by the way. He posted a picture. I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. I got Dunkin' yesterday. I had half a donut and a large iced coffee. I should have done that again. I had the coffee downstairs with the breakfast, and again, it looks better than it actually is. That breakfast is disgusting. I don't know what's going on, but if you have to think about it, I mean, look, this isn't a fucking business ethics class or stream or anything like that, but you have to imagine if you're just trying to maximize profits, you keep thinking of ways to cut down your costs. So it's like, hey, like maybe at one point when you'd serve eggs, like real eggs at a breakfast buffet, there were probably real eggs. But then, you start, the price of eggs are going up. You could just raise maybe the cost of the buffet, which they have, but also let's widen that gap. How about we get some shittier eggs and some shittier eggs? And then you know what? Let's start seeing what we can get that isn't even eggs, but it looks like eggs and it might taste like eggs. I don't know what I just had, but it was disgusting. It really was. It was absolutely disgusting. And I'm not trying to act like I'm all fucking hoity-toity. Again, I just had a half a donut from Dunkin' Donuts, which was more than serviceable. But I'm telling you right now, it's like the stuff that they're feeding us, I'm not trying to turn this into some fucking Netflix documentary. It's objectively bad. It is objectively bad. And I just saw something on TikTok too the other day of like how they were making Kraft singles. Oh, I used to love Kraft singles when I was a kid too, but oh my God, that shit'll fucking haunt you. But anyways, I don't know what I had for breakfast, but it didn't make me feel any better. Let's put it that way. The coffee was terrible. The breakfast was terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I've been a lot worse. I have been a lot worse, but I'm not in the best shape right now, if that makes sense, which is unfortunate because I didn't, it's a beautiful day out. I got to drive from Baltimore to New York. I got to go straight to a 5 o'clock too. Straight to a 5 o'clock. I have to make a call at 2:30. I got to talk to somebody's mom. Like I got shit to do, I got shit to do. I got a little dip in the car. I don't even know if we can talk about that, but anyways, I'm going to see what I can do. I had one Motrin. Why didn't I take two? I don't know. Maybe I do or don't need it. We'll just see how one hits me. But I do think I'm probably going to get a large or maybe a medium iced coffee on the way out because I don't know what the fuck they served downstairs. That wasn't coffee. And we're going to see if that hits me a lot better because the coffee yesterday was good at that Dunkin'. And I like Dunkin'. I don't know. I'm not going to like die on a hill of Dunkin'. Maybe like people from Boston or Massachusetts would, but it's better than Starbucks. And I'm not even trying to have this conversation with anybody right now. Okay. The last thing I want to do is talk about Starbucks, but that's where I'm at. Absolute slop. W take Degen, top seed. Good to see you, Jeff. I agree, man. Yep. Makes me want to just only eat veggies and fruit for a week. But I won't do it, but I want to. Dude, it's so funny you said that. It's so funny you said that. Look at this. Look at this. You know what? This is probably why we get fled slop. This is probably why. Let me show you something. I got my phone charging over here. It's so funny you fucking said that. I went to get fruit because I was like, this is disgusting. Also, I got a little waffle. I don't know what that was. It was the worst waffle I've ever had in my entire life. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Why is everything so slow right now? Hold on. Okay. So, you following? Little shoot 'em up. You following? I went to get fruit. There's like no fucking fruit. Okay? You see that? Look at this fucking lady next to me. All right? Look at this lady next to me. She leaves. A whole bowl of fruit. You kidding me? She left a whole bowl of fruit. I'm going to show you one more fucking time. I wanted to go get fruit. You think I want that? What the fuck is that? The fucking lady next to me.
Maybe get down there earlier.
A whole bowl of fruit. Bro, I was out there like 8 a.m. Also, this place didn't even have fucking tables available. I don't even know. Don't get me started. Let me tell you right now. I'm about to glaze the fuck out of Camden Yards, and I like Baltimore and everything. Not a hospitality city. I'll tell you right now. The people here are just not friendly. Okay. The most friendliest welcome I got was the kiosk at Dunkin' Donuts. Seriously. That was the most welcomed I felt in Baltimore.
Maybe it's because they know you'll yell at them because they don't have enough fruit.
I'm not even yelling at anybody. I'm not even yelling at anybody. I didn't yell. I sat down and I ate my fucking slop. But the lady next to me says nothing to even do. The lady next to me has a whole bowl of fruit. She ate one fucking piece and leaves. Give me a break. Anyways, I did have something I wanted to talk about. Yeah, the hospitality is not great. But that's not what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about one more thing. Oh, I had a proper orange crush, Goots, while you're here. I'm going to do a little write-up. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I went to, by the way, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Steak is out and about. Everyone in Baltimore has loose bodies. I don't even really know what that means. Baltimore, the city of me, guys, is pretty funny. Goots is the voice of Jeff said. Goots is actually a pretty funny like narrator. He's got a voice for it. The pre what was it? The pre-syrup waffles suck, bro. They were, I don't even know what that was, but that was so bad. I did want to say one thing. What was I going to say? Goots, what was I just going to say? Oh. I had to make sure I mentioned this. I had a proper orange crush yesterday. And what I mean by that was, that's where I was. Okay, that's where I was. Sorry. When I visited San Francisco and went to Napa and Yosemite, I did this little write-up on Twitter about my experience and what I thought about it. And it was very well received. I don't know what is or isn't going to go viral. People always act like, obviously the engagement farming, the rage baiting, whatever. Like, I'll put things out there on Twitter that I think are fucking great. They get 7 likes and 1,000 views. And it's like, well, I guess I don't know ball. Then I'll just put shit out there, fucking fire from the hip, and it'll do well. So I did this write-up on Northern California. What I realized is all I had really heard about San Francisco was like, oh, it's fucking zombie land, apocalypse, blah, blah, blah. San Francisco was better than I expected. But Northern California, I knew nothing about, and it was beautiful. And that was my takeaway. I was like, man, I just want to say how much I appreciate Northern California. Like, I want to fucking retire here. I'm not a guy that makes goals or plans or anything. I live like day to day. I'm just happy to be here. I want to fucking retire at I don't know, 55, 60. I don't know, who the fuck knows when you can retire in Northern California. It's just a beautiful place. So it was really well received. I had a lot of people that lived in that region that were like, hey, thanks, blah, 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 blah. That was nice. Also, I had a lot of people say that wasn't even Northern California. Like, got to go keep going further north. I'm like, brother, don't be so technical. I want to show a little appreciation to the city of Baltimore. And I'm going to do that in a tweet. Is it going to get fucking 4 likes? Is it going to get 4? I have no idea. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. But I think that the city of Baltimore is like really under the radar. And I don't even know that there needs to be a better word for what I'm trying to say. It's like, I don't know if underappreciated or whatever, but it's when you live in the Northeast, and I have for 13 years, when you think of like places to go, I'm in New York City. You think of Philly, you think of DC, you think of Boston, you think of Rhode Island, Newport, you think of Maine, you think of fucking Toronto, Niagara Falls. Like, these are the places I have actually gone by car as like a trip. You don't think of Baltimore. You just don't. And I got to tell you, like, I would come back to Baltimore. Actually, spoiler, I might come back in a few weeks. Maybe I'll explain why a little bit later. But I almost wonder if you are a Baltimorean, do you want it that way? Do you like it that way? Do you kind of like being a little under the radar? And I'm not saying it's like the greatest place I've ever been. Don't get me wrong, but I like this little setup of a city. I like how it really does. I see aesthetically, I see the charm. I get it. I like being on the little harbor. It's got like, the little Italy. It's got character. I don't know. There's something about it I like. The ballpark, incredible. So I want to show my appreciation for Baltimore because I'm like, I really do like it. But I will say the biggest knock on it so far has been like the hospitality. There is no effort in the service industry here of even trying to be. It's not like they're rude. It's not rude. It's not assholes. But like, I don't know. Like, when I went to Atlanta, I didn't think I was going to like Atlanta. And I didn't come away from the city being like, oh, I really like the city of Atlanta. Like, it wasn't bad, but I like the city of Baltimore than I like the city of Atlanta. But like, Atlanta's service and hospitality was great. People that worked at the fucking hotel, the people that worked at bars, restaurants, it was just like a little friendlier. But I don't know, maybe that's a Baltimore thing. It's like, hey, fuck you. I'm here. I'm getting my paycheck. Times are tough. I get it. I don't need all smiles, roses, and rainbows or anything like that. But that is probably my biggest knock so far. But I had an Orange Crush. Shout out Snacks. I don't know if Snacks is in here. We met up at Snacks. Great dude. Had an awesome time. And I told him this, and he was like, "Listen, Snacks is a straight shooter. I like that." But he said, your take on the Orange Crush, saying it's a screwdriver, like, yes, there is vodka, there is orange juice, but there's other components in there that make it not a screwdriver. So you can't say it's a screwdriver. And I was like, I understand. But the first thing my brain registered, because I don't drink vodka orange juice, was like, oh, where have I had this before? That's right. When I was like fucking 18, like just figuring things out. It's like vodka orange juice, gin and juice. Remember Gin and Juice? Fucking Snoop Dogg song. But that Pickles Pub Orange Crush was not like the best. It just wasn't.
Yes.
It was like pre-made, right?
He's absolutely
pre-made.
right. Yes.
It was pre-made. And again, I asked the ladies, hey, it's my first Orange Crush, ma'am. Can you tell me what's in it? It's like, oh, what? So I was like, okay, Orange Crush. They pour a fucking gallon of pre-made stuff. They top it with Sprite. Here you go. I can't tell you it really blew me away or rocked my socks off. Go to the Claddix pub, to watch soccer yesterday. That guy behind the bar, I took a video of it, like actually, crushing oranges right there in your cup. He also had grapefruits. Apparently people really like the grapefruits, but like the oranges in your cup, then the vodka, then the triple sec, then the Sprite, those were better. Like that to me was like, this is good. I would go out of my way to get this. So I almost think that I'm doing you all a favor in terms of content. Whereas I did this review for an Orange Crush and I was kind of like, meh, whatever. But now I had a proper Orange Crush. So I can tell you, if you ever do what I did and you go try your first Orange Crush, it can't be at a place like Pickles. It can't be at a popular, busy place where there's churning and burning. It's still a great pub. Pickles is cool. Don't get me wrong. But like, if an Orange Crush is a Baltimore thing, that's not where you want to have it. You got to go to a place where they are crushing oranges. Go ahead, Goots.
I disagree because, I think looking at the stadium and having that Orange Crush is cinema in my brain. But I'm glad you're getting that. You do need it fresh squeezed right in front of you, 100%.
Well,
you're having a Orange Crush, whether it's pre-made or whatever, right at Pickles. I think that's a very Baltimore thing to do. I wish they were better and they made them right there, but obviously they're trying to pump as much out as they can when it's packed. But just make it a mindful decision that you need to go get another one.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
At a proper place.
In terms of vibes, you are absolutely correct. In terms of vibes, yes. Cocked. I'm just talking about the drink.
Yes, I understand. I agree.
Quality of the drink, enjoying the drink, get it from a proper place in its proper form. That's what I would say. Hey there, pal. Did you ask if you could record him? Very funny. No, I didn't do that. You guys remember that butcher shop story? Man, that was crazy. Anyways, what's up? Back to Malik. Hospitality Bar is where you get Orange Crush crafted. Yes. The actual, the area I was in yesterday, Canton, I think that's probably more my speed. It seemed like just a little bit, I don't know, authentic pub bar-ish. Probably not as crowded, probably not as crazy. So again, if you're in your early to mid 20s, probably not where you want to go. I like to just sit there and have a little bit more space and take it all in. Really enjoyed Canton. So got to come back to Baltimore. Hopefully we'll come back to Baltimore. I'll keep you posted. Also, going further down the road, I think Steak might be coming to a Jags Ravens game. Might be for his buddy who's a diehard Jags fan. So great time. Enjoyed it. Steak is on his way out. He had a diner at BWI, which looked delicious. But again, I just want to, not trying to raid on anybody's parade, but I didn't eat the breakfast yesterday. Steak posted a picture of the hotel breakfast, and I was like, damn, that actually looked pretty fucking good. Trash. Absolute trash slop to the nth degree. All right. So did you check out Horseshoe Casino? Beautiful place. Fat Duke, we actually were going to do that Sunday. I've told you this, man. You just don't have us in our prime. You just don't. If you did, we would have done all that. I mean, we probably would have been out till fucking 4 or 5 a.m. No problem. We made the conscious decision because Monday was a big day. We start drinking at noon, soccer all the way into the Orioles game. Dude, yesterday was a big day. Powered through. Unfortunately, Sunday, Steak and I, we went to the baseball game. We flew in, went to the baseball game. We had a couple drinks. We came back. I took a nap. 49-minute nap. I woke up. Steak didn't take a nap. He doesn't shut down. We went and got dinner. I got that steamer, whatever it was, seafood steamer, which was good. And then we went to that one bar. It was like 9:15. I had a Budweiser. I'm straddling that fucking bar stool. And we thought about going to the casino, but you're like, know what? Let's just go back to the hotel. Let's do the right thing. Let's shut it down, get in bed, get a good night's sleep, which we did. You know, I got an 83, 84, 85. Steak did too. He probably could have got a 90 if I didn't wake him up with fucking, you got to show me love. Tell them about how you didn't nap at all Monday. That's right. That's right. That's right. I didn't nap. I'll tell you exactly. So listen, that's for me. Yeah. So yesterday, you know, already in my head, I'm like, look, I've said this before, but I like to drink. I wish I didn't, but I like to drink. When I drink, I do get tired. Okay. That is why there is something that exists and why it is as popular as it is, because that happens to a lot of people, but I don't do that thing, right? That Diet Coke, espressos, cigarettes, if I have to, but I'm not even really smoking much anymore. So I already knew, like going out to this bar, the game's at 1, we're going to get there at noon. We're going to start drinking. I probably had 3 orange crushes because they were going down so goddamn smooth in an hour and a half. That's a lot for me. You know, I had a Kona Big Wave, wasn't really hitting the spot. I don't know why I didn't have a Guinness. It sounded good, but then I just transitioned to orange crushes. I didn't stop. I told Snacks and Steak, and then we like migrated to a little bit closer to the stadium and everything. And, you know, the game is not till 6:35. I'm like, I'm just telling you guys right now, like at some point I'm going back to the hotel room and I'm going to nap. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Now it's a little bit different and obviously not awkward or weird or anything, but when you have somebody you're meeting for the first time, you know, Snacks came out. And again, we had a great time with Snacks. Great, good dude. But it's like, hey, you know, halftime. Like I'm gonna leave you for an hour to go nap, and then I'll come back. Like he told me it was fine. There's nothing he did, but it's like already in my head, I'm like, well, that's kind of douchey. And then Steak wasn't going to come back with me, so I'm like, well, I'm just going to leave. You know, Steak and Snacks go nap. Like, all right, I'm just not going to nap. You know what I mean? Like, I have no shame. I don't really care. Like I'm gonna do what I want, but I also have like some standards. I would have been a bitch move. I kind of think it would have been a bitch move. And so a lot of people, listen, you know, I admit this. Greg is mentally tough. Steak is mentally tough. Like when they just decide they want to do something, they will mentally flip a switch and they will power through and do it. I am a bitch. When I know that I'm going to fade or get tired or want to fall asleep, I'm like, listen, you guys, I don't want to take away from your time. You do whatever you want. I'm not going to ruin the party, but this is just what I got to do. But I told myself, I'm like, all right, let me flip into that fucking David Goggins mode, whatever mode. You know what I mean? Like, let me just power through. Didn't even have a cigarette. I did have coffee at six. Just slowed down on the drinking, milked it, did not go take a nap, no cigarette, no Diet Coke, 6 p.m. coffee, which by the way, I tweeted, I said black coffee with 1 cream, 1 sugar. I realized how stupid that was after the fact. And I understand that people who accuse me of engagement farming and rage baiting all the time and are a bit, this is probably what they'll use for evidence if we ever took this to court. Yeah, I'm sorry. I fucked that one up. And I should have been better than that. But I had somebody call me out. A few people call me out, and they're absolutely right. It's not black coffee with 1 cream, 1 sugar. Obviously, it makes it not a black coffee. I should have just said a coffee. So sorry about that. But anyways, regardless, I powered through. So first drink at 12 noon Eastern, all the way till, I don't know, 8:15. That's no fucking nap after a night of drinking. That is day 2. After a night of drinking, with shit to do the next day, driving back, fucking work calls, and a showing at fucking 5 o'clock. And a stream, solo stream, no nap. Slept like shit. So anyways, we're here today, dearly beloved. I am David Goggins, about to avoid napping after some beers. Yep, exactly. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So this whole story about not taking a nap and drinking black coffee with cream and sugar, pretty much. You yapping too much, Grandpa. All right, let's change the subject. Give me something to talk about. How many subs for you to toss those UNC shorts, those Unk shorts you wore yesterday in the trash? Yeah, you know, I got flamed for, not flamed, but Snacks asked me, he said, are we bringing jorts back? Listen, I'm not anyone to try to like fit in fashion wise. I don't care if there's a trend that is a thing. Like if it doesn't look good on me, it doesn't look good on me. I actually think these jean short material things, they're not back, but I think they're coming back. I went to Everlane the other day. My wife wanted to go shopping. I walked in and I got 2 things. And one of them was these shorts. And I was like, do you like these? She was like, yeah, I put them on. They were very comfortable. I was like, you know what? I kind of like these. Let me show you real quick. I mean, like, these things make it look fucking stupid. But, you know, got to tell you, really in on these. Really in on these. These are Everlane. Very in. They're comfortable. You know, they're not like tough denim. Kind of in on them. Kind of in. Wife approved. My wife does no ball, but she wants me to wear shit sometimes where I'm like, I'm not wearing that. It's not. There's always these looks and these fits that do well for like tall, skinny people. I'm like, no, I'm 5'8", I'm 30 pounds overweight. That's not going to work for me. Yeah. I don't know if I'm too old for those. I think I'm okay for those. You know, I think I'm okay. I think like if you're maybe 46, that's probably a little too old for those. That's just my opinion. They look mad comfortable. They were. There you go. Top CJ. I don't know who you are, where you came from, but it's a pleasure having you around. Straight Locks, what got into you today? What do you want? What do you want? Why are you being so nice to me? Why are you being so fucking nice to me today? What do you need? Anyways, we have some things to talk about. Let's recap a little soccer. Let's talk a little bit about the board. And then I do have to hit the road here in a little bit. I hope I'm going to need it for my drive. I hope we have some BTL action. I hope we have some yap, although I do have that call at 2:30, so I can only hear a little bit of the yap. So all I'm going to do is hear straight bitching. That is for sure. Straight bitching on the yap. Wow. How about that Netherlands game? Huh? What do you want is insane. I'd wear them. You aren't too old for them, but you act about 15 years too old for them. That's the disconnect. That's fair. That's fair. What was the brand by chance? Everlane. I think normal jean button shorts would be better, but drawstring BS, get rid of it. Yeah, I don't love the drawstring. You got to hide that. I've been a YouTube lurker, LOL, but I do need to know if you stood up for the PKs. We did. Yep, sure. Dutch manager needs to hang them up ASAP. Yeah, you know, it's really unfortunate about the Dutch because you watch this team and you're like, damn, they're so fucking good. They are so good. But here's God. You know, it's great watching this with Steak because he's so new to it. And but he's good. Like he's getting it. He's getting golf. He's getting soccer. I got a glazed Steak. Steak is like a great what's the way to describe it? You know, if like your friend is like something's new and people don't like new and they're kind of stuck in their ways and like, nah, I don't like this. I'm just not even going to try to like it. I would never in a million years think Steak would like golf. I would never in a million years think Steak would like soccer. You know, like he can't swing a golf club. He can't kick a soccer ball, but he gives it a chance. And it doesn't resonate overnight. It doesn't resonate after the first game. You got to give it a couple times. The more the World Cup goes on, Steak is loving it. He's loving it. So, yeah, well, Steak is an open-minded guy. I never really accused him of not being one. But, like, when it comes to sports, sometimes people really get, like, you know, just weird about certain shit. He's a great guy to watch soccer with. And we were watching those PKs, and, I mean, he even, like, in late in extra time, and he is, like, complaining about things in the game, or he's pointing out, like, why is this guy kicking? The guy that kicked fifth for the Netherlands, I didn't even catch this or pick this up. It was, like, his first PK ever. He's like, why is this guy taking a kick? And then the guy coming up from Morocco is like, oh, he's an EPL champion. It's like, this is the kind of guy you should be kicking. I was like, damn, these are good things to pick up on when you're watching the game. I don't really know what to say about the Netherlands, except other than what I tweeted. They are that team every year that comes into the tournament where it's like odds-wise, they're never the odds-on favorite. You always get like a pretty decent number. You think that they're capable of making a run and potentially winning it all. And like, you want to be a Netherlands guy. Because I've been a Netherlands guy. And I've talked about this before. Like their players back in the day, Van Persie, Robben, they had another guy, Nistelrooy. You know, these were dudes. I loved playing with the Netherlands on FIFA. Loved it. They can never fucking win. They can never win. And Morocco are some dogs. They are some dogs. And somebody said this. I forget which commentator. I think it was Ibrahimovic. He said that Netherlands, they stopped attacking and they played not to lose. It's exactly what they did. They played not to lose. It's so funny how that same style of collapse, we see it all the time in football. I mean, you kind of see it in basketball, but also not really. More a football thing. You just go into like prevent defense. You stop passing. You know, you run. Punt, prevent defense. Let them move the ball. It's like, how did this 3-touchdown lead evaporate? The Netherlands are so frustrating because I feel like they are just that team where it's like they can't kill a team. They can't put a team out. They can get the lead. They can play better, but they can't finish. Very unfortunate. I will tell you right now. I think I made it pretty clear. I'm not a Canada hater. I'm just not. I think Canada would have given the Netherlands fits. I think Morocco is going to handle Canada. I think you just have a team like Morocco is a horrible matchup against a team like Canada. Canada to me is like a finesse team. Like Morocco is like an SEC defense going against Canada, who was like a fun, I don't know, Oklahoma State offense with I was gonna say Brandon Whedon, but there has to be a better example than that. But you kind of know what I'm saying. I think Canada is going to get dicked down. I already told Steak. Morocco 2-0. Morocco 2-0 and Morocco clean sheet. That's what I think. And I know you're going to be like, oh, well, I don't know. Netherlands scored. 80 scored. You know, Morocco looks susceptible at times. Sure, maybe. But after that win and now in this stage in the game, oh, boy. No, I'm sorry, Canada. I'm sorry. I don't think you're going to score. I think you're probably going to have 3 really quality chances throughout the entire game. And I'll take the odds on that. So I already like Morocco. I'll tell you that right now. We didn't watch a whole lot of the Germany-Paraguay game. We watched the first half, and then we saw the PKs. What is there to even say about Germany? What is there to even say? I don't have anything to break down. I don't have any like ball knower takes to give you. What a fucking pathetic soccer team. What a pathetic soccer team they are. I mean, I just cannot believe how disappointing of a team they are. Fuck Germany. Done with Germany. Done with them. Morocco also has the X factor of being good in PKs with their goalie. That's true. That is the one thing I told Steak, because the first 3 that went through, the goalie did not make a save. I'm telling you right now, this goalie is too good not to make one save. And then the 5th one, do you remember the 5th kick? I think it was the 5th kick, right? Was the 5th or the 4th? He was standing straight up and he did one of those. If he would have dove, because he guessed right, if he would have dove, that ball is in. He just stood up and did that. He's so good. Germany sucks, banned for life. Yep, that's an advantage people don't realize. Very true. South American teams are crushing the Europeans. Oh, yeah, also a pretty good point. Could be the humidity, or not the humidity, the climate. Telling me you know the goalie. I do know the goalie. Well, I knew him from, wasn't the same fucking goalie from last time? Tweet about Germany and Japan both being limited like 1945. Kill me. Yeah. Pass off. I don't know. If I read this, am I getting canceled? I don't know what that means. Ray-Bans 3. I'm on to you. What does that mean? Can somebody translate that? You can't throw anything out there that's going to get me in trouble. Steak Friend gave out some subs. Snowman, true board review maniac. Love that. Graylish calves. The eggs are from a plastic bag. Correct. First time you said anything worth shit. Risings need more points. Xfinchy, howdy partner. What's up, Finchy? Subscribe 5 months. Appreciate it. P.Ruck 5. Matt Gothier 10 stream streak. Thank you guys for tuning in. Solo stream. Hold on one second. Oh no. Oh no. One second. Okay. One second. Okay. Sorry, I got something corp that just came up real quick. What did that say? He did you try to get me canceled? I don't know. I don't know any Paraguay players. Sorry. Oh fuck. Hold on one second. This is the worst part about doing the stream at 10, because this is when everybody starts to get in the fucking office and make moves. Oh no. Hold on.
E-break.
No, just give me 10 seconds. utilities. I don't understand. I don't even understand what that means. All right, we'll figure it out later. Lock in. Dub Club, Tout son, or Walking Bet's daughter? Oh, God. Probably Dub Club. Right? Probably, yeah. No, I said watch your mouth in German, sir. Got you. Yep, Germany has one decent player. The rest are shit. Yep, anyways, okay. Brazil. What a legacy day. What a legacy day. I needed that so bad. Japan got that early goal. What a great goal, too. Brazil was really frustrating me. And I did tell Snacks I was going to do this because Brazil was foot on the gas. They were pressing. They were in control of the game. And they weren't finishing. I was like, I got to work my magic. I'm going to tweet something bad about Brazil. And sure enough, it worked. It's actually kind of fucking crazy. Sometimes I think I'm in the Truman Show. And the guy is just like, oh, he just said this. Now make this happen. It's kind of insane how the universe works. As soon as I said, which I actually legitimately thought, I'm not trying to take away, like, if you think that's a bad take, it's a bad take, sure. Brazil put so many balls in the air every time they were crossing it in. Cleared out. Like, not even close. And then finally they cross it in. The guy gets a beautiful header. It was like literally fucking textbook. Couldn't believe it. So, I mean, that was a great time. Probably wish I had the video going live. I was like, maybe should we stream this live from the bar? That'd be kind of fun. But no, we had enough going on. It was a long day. I think Brazil looks good. I'm sorry, but I do. And I'm not even trying to be biased. They're my team for the silliest, stupidest reasons. But they're getting no respect. You saw that thing from Darren Fletcher. I don't even know who Darren Fletcher is. Darren Fletcher said it's the worst Brazil team he thinks he's ever seen. Okay, Darren. I think they look better every game. Their offense was a little frustrating yesterday in terms of like penetrating and getting. I thought they should have kept the ball on the ground. That's what I kept saying. Keep the ball on the ground, get better chances. The one with the post killed me where I think it was Vinny made an unbelievable move. Like, he looked like he was going to go right, and then he cut left in the box, and then he flicked it with the outside of his foot. The goalie for Japan actually made some good saves. The goalie tapped it, and it hit the post. Oh my God. Then on the goal in like the 95th minute or whatever, to cash the over, cash Brazil 2-1, correct score, combination. Cash the equalizer plus a half 2. And we got Brazil live still. If he finished that, oh my God. Yeah, I hate Vinny, but that run. So I have a question. Okay, fine. This is fair. Those other Brazil teams are really good. But this Brazil team is starting to put it together. And you know what I like about Brazil? Brazil is doing what I love the most. They are getting fiery. They're going down there after plays, going up to the fans, fucking getting them fired up. I love shit like that. Love that. You don't see a lot of soccer teams do that. I love that shit. So, liked what I saw from Brazil. Very unfortunate that Japan had to be out. They were a pretty cool team. But at the end of the day, the better team won. That's what I think. The better team won. Yeah, felt bad for Japanese fans. I do too. I have no beef with Japan. I'd love to go to Japan. I've been saying this for years. I'm such a bitch, but like, I just don't know what I'd do on an 18-hour flight round trip or each way. If I go to Japan, I'm going for like 3 weeks. So, like the culture, country seems great. Like the food, people seem great. Love the cleanup thing. Clean up after yourself. It's too bad. That's all I got to say. It's too bad. Anyways, we have some games today. White Sox, Orioles. Scoots, I don't know if you're here. If you want a little recap of that game, the Orioles are a bad ball club. And I don't know what they're going to do about it. Shout out Adley Rutschman, by the way. I martingaled him for hits, runs, and RBIs. He had 0 hits. He had 0 runs, but he had 2 RBIs. Get that good wood on that ball. Thank you for getting the runners in scoring position. The White Sox, ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about this yesterday. So Snacks brought up a point when we were hanging out. And he was like, the AL is wide open. Like, why don't we pick a team to win it? And, I'm a little bit of a Yankees guy, but I have their win total over. But I don't have them to win the AL. I don't have them to win the World Series. Fuck all that. I just got their win total over, which might not cash now. But I'm down. So I'm watching this game, and the Orioles are just a bad team. But I'm watching the White Sox. And I tell Steak at the end of the game, they're just in the batter's box. And remember Aaron Boone when he was like, oh, my guys are savages in the box? Like I kind of actually see that in players, not all his team at the time. But he'd say that about Anthony Volpe. Give me a fucking break. Really getting eyes on the White Sox, because I haven't really watched them this season. Every guy, and Steak pointed this out to me, every guy that goes up there, it's like, oh, he just made his MLB debut this year. He made his MLB debut last year. And I'm like, where are the White Sox getting these guys from? They like drafted almost all of them. It's unbelievable. One guy used to play in the Savannah Bananas. What? And they don't even have Murakami. Every single guy in that lineup is a savage or close to a savage in the box. They are pains in the asses. Pains in the asses. Shane Baz, he pitched like the game of his life. I'm being kind of facetious. 110 pitches. He got his over 5.5 Ks. Couldn't believe it. 7 innings, 2 runs. Great job from Shane Baz. As soon as he gets out there, the White Sox break through. I mean, they were knocking on the door all night, truthfully. What a good team. And that pitcher is for real. Burke, what is his name? I forget his name. Sean Burke. Get 9 Ks? Crazy. Also, I'm not going to take away anything from Camden, but that announcer, we were watching the game from the center field, which was beautiful. And you could hear the radio commentary. He said, and that's Shane Baz 6K. I had over 5.5 at like plus 118. I'm like, yeah. I look at my picket. It's not green. He's at 5. I check. It's stat app, what the fuck you want to call it. He's at 5. Talk to Steak, talk to Snacks. I'm like, you heard him just say 6K, right? We all high-fived. He's like, yeah, he just said 6K. No, he was at 5. You can't do that. You can't fucking do that if you are a commentator. You have one job. Well, you have multiple jobs, I guess, in a way. No, you have one job. You're paying attention to a baseball game. You can't sit there for your job, watch the entire baseball game, and tell me Shane Baz had just got his 6th strikeout when he got his 5th. You can't do that. It's a big deal. Making sure that doesn't go unnoticed. Nobody probably paid attention in the fucking production room. No, absolutely not. Not okay. You can't do that. So anyways, I was sweating. And then Shane Baz got his 6K at like the last at bat, which was amazing. Bad team in Baltimore. The White Sox are a good team. Anyways, I told Steak, this got to be the AL team. 16-1? 15-1? What are they? You're telling me the White Sox can't win the AL? You're telling me the White Sox can't win the AL? Why not? Who's it going to be? The Mariners? No. Rangers? Rays? Problem is the Rays are at plus 650, and I'm no cornfields over here. I'm not too good for a plus 650 winner, but, with a team like the Rays, well, you could probably say that about the White Sox too, but like 13-1 sounds nice. Rays and Yanks, that's it. That's a list. Really, White Sox don't have the pitching, but they are a fun team. Jeff loves hopping on safe pitch. Morikawa. Oh, you stop. Now that is fucking rage bait. I'm not falling for that. New York is not titled down. Why did you say amateur hour? Why did you say amateur hour? Cornfields. You have a good number? Cornfields hides all the fucking good bets until they cash, and then he just throws out green slips. It's great. Dub Club, tout son, hide the CLV son or Walking Bet's daughter. PA guy with the Ks. Oh, got it. Okay. Sleeping on the Blue Jays again. I thought you were going to fucking make fun of me because you got like, oh, that's amateur hour. I got the White Sox 180-1. Fucking asshole. Sleeping on the Blue Jays again. Yeah, dude. Yeah, sports clown. Sleeping on the Blue Jays? Sleeping on the Blue Jays? What? Fuck you mean sleeping on the Blue Jays? Hi, the CLV son is DJ's evil twin. Yeah, no shit. So anyways, that's your homework assignment. You all have a homework assignment, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow when I'm back in the studio, aka the dining room. Steak will be back. We'll be back to our regular scheduled program, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about what team we want to bet on the AL. We're going to start taking some futures. I'm betting on something with the Nationals too. I like the Nationals. That's a good team in Washington. And shout out for my eyes. Listen, if I was a fucking professional sports bettor, Be so rich. I'm just kidding. But Steak and I go to the Nationals game. James Wood out of it. Terrible. Not doing anything. Last at bat of the game. He's very loose. He's in the what is it? You're on deck, right? What is it called again? You got the guy who's up, due up, is on deck. What's the third one called? In the hole? No. What's that called? This is bad. This is a bad moment right here. It's in the hole. I nailed that. Thank you. Actually, it's a great moment. Not in the foxhole. So you got the on deck hitter, and then so and so is in the hole. Well, James Wood was like in the hole. He wasn't even the on deck hitter. Okay, this is what I love. Okay, this is what I love. This is why you can do whatever you want. And I'm not a winning sports bettor, but this is what I like. This is what I like doing. I like capping human emotion, the mannerisms, the demeanor, the behavior. This is what I love. This is what fires me up. Sitting there with Steak. Shout out to Marco, by the way, who gave us better tickets. We were not in outer space. We were right behind the home plate. This guy on deck. This guy in the batter's box, and James Wood just comes up, and he's just doing this. The guy is like 0 for 3, doing absolutely nothing, in a rut, cold dude, and he's like looking at some fan, and he's just like smiling. You know? He's just smiling. Probably not like that, but like something like that. You get it, right? I was like, man, he looks really loose. And it's like a tight game, too. What was the score at the time? 6-4? You know? He's just really loose. And he gets on deck, he's doing his thing. You know, it's kind of the annoying thing about James Wood because he's like too nonchalant sometimes. But like, so when he's bad, it's frustrating. But like when he's good, he's like, damn, this motherfucker's smooth as shit. So he gets in the on deck and he's like, you know, he's going through it. He's not like even like trying that hard. And then he gets in the box. I think maybe the first pitch or second pitch, it is just a smooth because he's left-handed. Smooth base hit. And I fucking told Steak, I was like, James Wood figured it out. I don't know if he's going to go on a run, but I said the next day I'm betting James Wood. He's like, well, he doesn't play in Baltimore. He plays in Toronto. I was like, I don't care. I'm taking James Wood. What did James Wood do yesterday? Does anybody want to tell me? Does anybody want to tell me? Because I can tell you. Rhymes with Shmom Shmon. Rhymes with Shmom Shmon. That's right. Yabo. There you go. So, Adley Rutschman hits, runs, and RBIs. Not going to glaze that one too much, but I will say this. My takeaways from what I saw, he's a guy that's going to figure it out. That's what I think. Adley's a guy that's going to figure it out. He's making really good contact. I don't know what the fucking data says. I don't care. Don't tell me. I don't care. He's making good contact. He's going to start going. He's going to be a guy who you'll look up. He's going to have the 2 for 4s, 3 for 5s type of games. Everybody else on the Orioles, dead to me. Dead to me. Fuck them. Fuck them. Team sucks. Fuck them. But Adley Rutschman, I'm going to be betting on, okay? And James Wood. I'll be on James Wood. Anyways, so you bet first at bat home run, right? No. I took over 1.5 bases plus 130. Thank you, Phils. All right, where are we? Shmon. James Wood is too good for the Nats. I don't think so. I hope he stays. I like the Nationals. I hope the Nationals get good. Yeah, how about that Morocco game? We did talk about that, Cream Fresh. You're a little late. I've been rambling. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I've just been talking for 50 minutes, 48 minutes now. I was a minute late. Sorry. I'm probably going to shut it down pretty soon. I'm running out of stamina. I don't feel all that great. And now I have a fire to put out at work, which is kind of throwing me off a little bit. But nonetheless, what was I going to say to wrap it up? Oh, we have a couple soccer games today, and I'd like to talk about them. High-level rambling yappage. Yeah, I would have to guess. If we were in an auditorium. How many people are in here right now? It says there's 154 in Twitch, about 50. All right, so about 200 people. I don't know how many people are on Twitter. Twitter's like the all-time lurkers because Twitter. If you're watching in Twitter, you don't even want to know. You don't even want anybody to know that you're here. That watching in Twitter is like listening anonymously. And that's okay. You can do whatever you want. That's fine. But let's just say there's like, I don't know, 220 people in here, okay? When I was talking for probably the first 10 to 15 minutes, I would guess that at least like 18 people got up and left. Would you agree? Or do you think that's light? What would you set the line at? Let's say 220 people are in here. That's about 10%. A little less. 8 or 9%. I would say they heard me talking for about 10 minutes and they said, this is not for me. Ghost Day would say 25. I would say about 18 people would get up and leave. That is fucking great. That is great. What? All right. So I have to know what made you not leave? What made you not leave? Because I will be honest, even if I was a person in the auditorium, I would probably consider leaving too. I would at least maybe walk out and go to the concession and get like a fucking bag of Doritos and a water and take a little bit of break. I'm getting ready and my phone was too far. Dude, that is hilarious. Great job. Okay, appreciate that. Let's talk soccer and then let's shut it down. BTL will be on later today. You need it. We need it. Jeff, you taking Serena? No, but you know what? On that note, not even kidding, and maybe it's the Rafa doc that fired me up, but I think I've decided I'm gonna get into tennis. I think I've decided I say get into tennis, really get back into tennis. Like my real degenerate days, the early 20s, like stayed up for the Australian Open, stayed up and gambled on the Australian Open. By the way, Carlos Moya was Rafael's Nadal's coach. Well, he at like one point he fired his other coach. I'm not gonna spoil it, you should watch it. That guy, we played the tennis video game. My friend, Tim, you probably know who I'm talking about. We called him Carlos Moya because he was such a Carlos Moya fan. Strange bird, like good dude, strange bird, was walked barefoot everywhere, had the headband. We called him Moya. Like 10 years I knew the kid, called him Moya, Carlos Moya. Loved that. But anyways, I'm going to get back into tennis. You play lacrosse with Carlos Moya. Exactly. Moya, good dude, diehard Bills fan. I hope he's well. I actually haven't heard from him in a long time. I hope he's okay. All right. Let's talk some soccer. We have Côte d'Ivoire in Norway at 1 o'clock. That's a shit game to be on the road for. So I'm a little torn because I think that Côte d'Ivoire is a quality team and a quality club. That's what I think. Missed most of the stream. No shot. Jeff, watch Holland, Morocco. Oh, way shot. Yes, shot. Gelato, here's what I've decided. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, top seed. It is an obvious over. You know what? If we're going to do this, let's do this right. I'm not going to half-ass it. Let me look at the odds. In the fucking bag for soccer. Got to stay in the bag for soccer. I am scratching and clawing my dick off in June to get to fucking even. I was down $1,700. If you guys don't have Picket, by the way, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You should download Picket. I was down $1,700, and now I had a great day yesterday. 793. That's 7 units. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you the chart. Where's the chart? Oh, here we go. Month. Yeah. Can you see? Okay, so look at this. This is great. Hold on. Save image. I mean, this is how you fucking fight. This is how you fight. You ready for this? You see that month? Starts right there. You see how far I got down? 1824. You see that fighting? You see that fucking fighting? Down $395. I am scratching and clawing right now. And I am determined that MGM fucking you. Oh my God. It's $500. That's $500. You're right. So it skewed the L. So I would have been down 1,300 and I would be up 200 right now. I totally forgot about that. You know what? I'm just going to forget about it because that was my mistake. I got to own it. Shit better. Yeah. Can't sleep on the African team. So I want to look at the odds real quick. Let me go to the odds and then I do got to get out of here. I'm sorry. I really didn't want to cut it short. Try to give you the best hour distraction from your jobs as I possibly can. But there's only so much I'm capable of. Shout out to Steak though for making Baltimore happen, man. Listen, we're old and washed, but we are grinding, and you guys appreciate it. I don't even have to ask you to show love. You guys just show love, and that's fucking awesome. So we had a great time. We really want to do this more often. Summer might be a little slow for me, and if it is, I'm going to take advantage. Obviously, I still need to fucking make some money. But okay. Oh, would you look at that blood? Over under 2.5 goals, including extra time. The over is -170. Yeah, I do think that this is kind of an obvious over. We have seen some unders though, right? I know the Brazil game went over, but even though I hit that, that was kind of lucky. I'm man enough to admit it. Nate Hoops, I tweeted about this. I don't know if you saw it, but the app glitches every time you go in. It's happened to me about 3 times, and I've cashed out before. Like I meant to put $75 on Pete Alonso. One time I did $755, and I cashed out, and sure enough, he had like 8 RBIs or hits, runs, and RBIs, so I would have won. I put $555 on Brandon Lau. I meant to put 50 or 55 or whatever, and he went like 0 for 5. So, how many games at BTTS after everyone did yesterday? Yeah, Norway under 2.5 goals. Okay, here's where I'm at, guys. I'm not gonna overthink it. I don't know if you've heard anybody else talk about this game. This is coming to you fresh, beaten, battered, bruised, brained from a guy with a 62 sleep score. I think Norway wins. Yeah, I think Norway wins. I think every tournament needs a good story. They need a fun team. And I'm not even saying it's like WWE. Like, I'm not saying it's fixed for it. I'm just kind of saying these are just how these things work. Netherlands are out. The Dutch were great. They were fun. Fans were fun. Ooh. Never forget the Minnesota Vikings stole that, by the way, while we're here. We're just talking facts. We're just keeping it at 100. The Minnesota Vikings stole that. I thought they stole it from Iceland. But, I guess the Iceland and the Nordic region, it's all the kind of same shit. But, yeah, Minnesota Vikings. Ooh. Now you got, ooh. Ooh. The World Cup needs this. And you know what? They're going to get it. We deserve it. Nothing against Cote d'Ivoire. I like them. I really do. It's just one of these teams has to be the one that keeps the run going, and it's Norway. I'm going to take Norway. I'm going to take Norway to win. I might even take them to win in regulation. What's the line? What's the fucking line? What's the line? Jesus, exactly. Yep, exactly. Jesus, fins up. It qualifies -178. Why? What does this mean, by the way? Are you taking Cote d'Ivoire? We didn't even talk about this. No, but I'll tell you what. Don't try to get cute and contrarian. Bet BTTS will probably cash. BTL starts, I believe, 12:30. 12:30. I like Norway. Simple as that. We'll move on. I think Norway is. I have no X's and O's. I have no ball knowledge. I mean, it's hard to. Norway didn't play their starters last game. I respect Cote d'Ivoire. It's going to be Norway. Okay, France and Sweden. Let's play a game. Okay, everybody ready to play a game? France and Sweden. Let's play guess that line. If you know it, don't say it. If you know it, don't say it. Let's play guess that line because Steak and I did this last night. It was very fun. Let's play guess that line. Go ahead. Guess that line. What do you think it is? They don't need to play this game? Yeah. Brother, that is exactly what I said. France 450. France 500. Yeah. That's exactly what I would have said. Why the fuck is France -380? Huh? Anybody want to tell me that? Because listen, whether you love me or hate me, you got to admit, I fucking nailed that Germany read. Nailed it. Told you Germany -300 was crazy. And for that reason, I thought Panama would score. That's why I played the BTTS. I am doing the same exact thing, and I might be doing it throughout the entire knockout stage. This line is $1 short. 70, 80 cents. Paraguay, sorry, whatever you know what I'm talking about. France -380. So what does that tell me? What does that tell me? Goals. Goals from the underdog, just like we got it in Paraguay. That's what it is. That is what it is. Yeah, sure. I kind of want to just take Sweden to score. That's it. Give me Sweden to score. Like the way I lose this, right? Obviously, is 0-0 after 90 minutes. I'm not getting that cute. I'm not getting that contrarian. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that there's not going to be goals in this game. I think there will be. I think Sweden scores. Give me a Sweden goal. Give me a Sweden goal. That is what I want. Okay, that is what I want. That's what I'll be betting. Last game, 9 o'clock, Mexico, Ecuador. Another game that I find to be a little bit short. A little suspicious. Let's play another game. It's a fun game. Please don't cheat. What do you think the line is for Mexico, Ecuador? The three-way line. Okay. What do you think the line is? I think I guessed minus 120. I think that was my guess. Plus 120. Yeah. Pretty good. Plus 125. Yeah. I thought Mexico would be a slight favorite because the thing that I think is really important is they're playing this game in Mexico. Where exactly in Mexico? Mexico City. No, minus 162. Do you see? Yeah, I did see that. Mexico doesn't score. They just play defense. Yeah, this is an interesting one to me. It's very interesting. They haven't given up a goal yet, right? They have a really good. Oh, I have bad news. Did they not start their starting keeper last game? Ecuador's going to score a goal. That was bad juju. That was bad juju. That was bad karma. Hour of solo yap. So much hard. Drink some water, champ. Thank you very much. I actually need tea. I need tea. My throat kind of hurts, but I'll tell you right now, tea is going to make me piss. I stopped at every rest stop on the way here from New York to Baltimore. It was a 3-hour drive. I turned it into about 4 hours and 15 minutes. I think there were about 6 rest stops. Stopped at all of them. You know, you get on the road and it's like, oh, next rest stop 8 miles. I'll stop there. Next rest stop 9 miles. I'll stop there. Love the rest stops in the Northeast. California would never. Give me, Ecuador's going to score. Ecuador's going to score. I think Mexico looks easy. This is the draw of the night. Maybe that's square. I don't know, but I think Ecuador's got some fucking heart. That's what I think. But tea in the morning makes me nauseous as fuck. That's very weird. It's good for your digestive system. Don't think Mexico City height is going to help as much as usual against Ecuador. Sure. That's what I like. That is what I like. Do we have any day baseball today? Nope. The Lord, the baseball gods did not bless us. Okay. All right. Norway, plus 110 on the 3-way. Give it to me. Give it to me. I don't know about an exact score. 2-1 is speaking to me. 2-1 speaking to me. I think Norway gets 2 goals. So maybe I'll take Norway and Norway team total, or that's kind of redundant, right? Like just you get the plus price on them to win. Just take that. Although I guess they could draw 2-2. I lose that and hit the team total. I'm just thinking out loud. I think France is short. Tells me Sweden scores. Give me Norway. Give me Sweden to score a go. And give me Ecuador, Mexico, draw. Great job. An hour and 3 minutes, hour and 4 minutes. Thank you again for everybody tuning in. I did what I could for you. I'm sorry. I wish I can go a little bit longer. I got to put out a fire. I got to get some tea. And I got to get on the road. I got to get on the fucking road. I got to get back to New York. And I got to go straight to a 5 o'clock showing. But hey, listen. This is not a woe is me. Everybody's got shit in their life that's going on, okay? I like to vent. I like the vent. I am my own therapist, so you're just watching me talk out loud and just bitch to myself. You know what I'm saying? What did Chef Timbo say? That's funny. You should take the World Cup Grand Salami. Yeah, but I don't know if I like the over-under. Also, that's kind of fun. Does anybody offer that? Did you even go over the plays, Jeff? Beat the Bears. I just fucking went back and forth for you. Did anybody? Can I get one person that says, I just did? I just said Norway, Sweden to score. Mexico, Ecuador draw. This is what I'm saying. It blows my mind. I swear to fuck. But now he's going to come back and be like, oh, I'm sorry. My boss came in. And then I'm going to feel bad for yelling at him. Great. No, he's not a clown. I'm not insulting. I'm not insulting anybody. But I did just go over it. This is what Trent does to Biev every day. I don't even know. Yep, there you go. See, he's gonna say I'm at work, and now I feel bad. And now I'm feeling okay. Here. This is how we can change this relationship moving forward. You can't. Did you even go over the plays? Jeff shaking my head. LOL me. You can't do that. Is that fair? Can we agree to that? You hit me with a did you even? That's like a Mean Girls fucking line. SMH LOL. 3 of those were necessary. 3 of those were necessary. You can remove the even. You can remove the shaking my head. You can remove the LOL. Remove those 3. Add in a question mark. Let's try this again. Did you go over the plays, Jeff? Question mark. Jeff, I'm just trying to win today. I'm tired of telling. Oh, no. We are not the same. We are not the same. We are not the same. We do that. Tailing trash. Here's what we're going to change. We're going to change this again. What? I can't do this right now. Beat Tavares, you seem like a nice guy. Nothing personal. You can't be in here just to hear the plays and tailing. You can't do that. You're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place. Okay? This is not that place. This is not that place. And I have another question. You're here to tail my plays. You said tired of tailing trash. I just had a legacy day yesterday. So where were you before this? Now you're going to get me on my worst. And you know what? With that attitude, you don't even deserve me at my best. How about that? I hit you with a little fucking Marilyn Monroe. All right? Oh, you want to end it with some push-ups? How many push-ups do you guys want? How many do you guys want? Give me a number. 40? No, I can do more than 25. 30? All right, hold on. Let me take a piss. I'll give you some push-ups. And then I got to go for real.
Guys, on stream chat. No one wants to see this guy do push-ups. Easy.
What'd you say, Goots? You don't want any push-ups? Do the people want push-ups? No, I'm not giving you any bed flips. If you're going to snort something, Jeff, we need 50 push-ups. That's kind of funny. Easiest 30. Yeah, 30 is easy. No, I wouldn't say easy. I mean, 30, you got to get there. I did 30. I think I did 35 this morning. Let's do 40. Should I put it on the bed like this? That right? That is that good? All right. Get a little fucking nose guard action. Ah! All right, like this. How's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's 40 on your fucking head. on your fucking head. All right. I hope you guys appreciate that. I had to do it anyway. Sometimes it wakes me up, makes me feel better, gets the blood going a little bit. All right. If one fucking person in here said that wasn't a push-up, I'm banning them. Hold on. Let's see. I'm doing 40 with you, Jeff. Let's go. Way to not be a me guy. Oh, wow. You guys are actually kind of supportive. Okay. Nobody criticized him. Good job. I like the attitude on the way we ended this. Beat Tavares. You need a little adjustment. That's all right. We'll work on you. Don't go anywhere. Okay. 12 more, and it would have been one for every, what does that say? Year you've been alive. That's funny. All right. I'll check you guys later. Have a great day. Good luck on all your wagers. Bye-bye.